Hey everybody, it's 123 Mr. B. We're going to continue on with our breaking math series. We are doing multiplication practice where we're breaking multiplication down into much simpler and simpler things here. So here we go with a couple of questions here. We're starting at 321 times 8 equals I don't know. I'm going to break this number down just because I can. 300 plus 20 plus 1. Now look how much easier that's going to be. Notice the guts are always going to stay the same. That's the beautiful part. Just like before. So look how much of this question is already done for us, hey? So I'm going to add those up together. 300 plus 20 plus 1, that's going to give me my 321. And all I have to do is my little if-thens. If I know that 3 times 8 is 24, then it follows that 300 times 8 is 24, but now there's 2 digits on the back. So that's 2400. Now 2 times 8 is going to be 16, so 20 times 8 is going to be 160, and 1 times 8 is just 8. Plus sign, so plus sign, plus sign. And I just have to add these things up here. There's an 8, there's a 6, there's a 5, and there's a 2. 25, 68, just like that. And not only that, there's an evidence trail, and look how hard that was. Piece of cake. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Mental math, go mental. Now here we have this one here. Of course I could break down this number or this number. I'll just start by this one here. 4,000 times 12, 600 times 12, 40 times 12, and 8 times 12. There's nothing to be afraid of in using these numbers. Okay, so first thing we say we don't know. 4 times 12, okay. 4 times 12 by now we're going to know is 48. Because we know that 12, when you double that, you get 24, and when you double that, you get 48. Okay, so 4 times 12 is 48. Then it follows that 4,000 times 12 is 48, but now there's 3 zeros on the back. So 48,000. Now 6 times 12, if we skip count, okay, 3 times 12 is 36. 3 times 12 is 36, so together is 72. So that's going to be 72. So that means 600 times 12 is going to be 72 with 2 zeros on the back. So let's see. I'm gonna write it down from the back so I know where the numbers go. So I started here and went backwards. 4 times 12. Well, this is great. I already know what 4 times 12 is 48. I'm gonna have a 0 on the back, so I'll have a 0 with the 48 in front of it. And then here 8 times 12. Oh, what's that? 8 times 12. I'm gonna show a little trick. I'll tell you this trick later. I know that'd be like saying like 4 times 24 or 2 times 48 or 1 times 96. Okay, so 96 is the answer. I'll get into this trick later, don't you worry. So that's 96. Okay, so I'm adding everything. So that's going to be 4648 times 12. And then I'm just going to bring this together here. That's 6. That's a 17. So that's going to be 7. It's going to be 15. 55,776. I'm going to show this a different way after all of these questions too. I'll get back to that one in a sec. In the meantime, let's continue on here. Here, I can break this down to its core digits. As you can see, the pattern is very similar, right? I'm trying to, 20. I'm trying to show you guys the same way on purpose so that you can see just how easy it is to tackle on numbers no matter how big they are, right? So we don't have to get scared about large numbers. We can say, well, I already know how to do a system. And because you know a system, that means you can do any number. 2 times 7 is 14. 1, 2, 3 zeros on the back. 4 times 7 is 28 with 2 zeros on the back. So I'll put the zeros there first so I know where my numbers go. 2 times 7 is 14 with 1 zero on the back. And 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, so we'll just bring those together. 6, 9, 9, 6, 1. Just like that, just that easy. And this one here, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I'm going to have a lot of work to do to switch this around and to break this down into its core numbers. So maybe right now I'm going to switch it and say, why don't I go 11 times 35,792? Because I know that if I go 10 times 35,792, my answer is going to be the same digits with a 0 on the back. And then I have to just add one group of 35,792. So I'm going to add that. So 35,792. And then I'll be done. let's see, so that's 2, that's 11, that's 17, that's 8 and 5 is 13, and that's 9, and that's 3. So I know that 11, see, I put those together, times 35, 7, 9, 2 equals this. Now the fact of the matter is I could have broken down this number, but I was thinking, maybe that's going to take a lot of work. So instead I'm just going to go to the one that's closest to 10. Boom, 10, throw 0 on, piece of cake, off by heart, add 1. I don't even have to think to do that one. Then all I'm left with is a simple little addition question, and I'm done. Okay. Now getting back to that other one I said I was going to do, similar, this one here, I said, well, why don't I just try doing the same thing? Instead of saying this times 12, I'm going to go 12 times 46, 48. And then that way I can just go 10 times 46, 48 and get my 46480, and then add 2 groups of 4, 6, 48. Now I'm thinking, what is 4, 6, 4, 8 times 2? If I double that, I get 96. If I double that, I get 92. So that means this, when I double this, I get this. So 2 times that is going to be 92, 96. 92, 96. I'm adding them. My guts stay the same. Love that part. I always start with that there. So my guts are always the same. So 10 plus 2 is 12, piece of cake. And then all I have to do is add this stuff up. 6 plus 0 is 6. That is 17. That's 7. This is a 5. And that's a 5. I am not looking up above, but is it the same answer? 55776, 55776. Thank goodness, otherwise I'd have to remake the video and find my mistake. Anyway, as you can see, there's many ways to break down numbers. The point of this is that you will get so fast at your numbers, it'll crush the efficiency of worksheets. You will get to practice while you're doing your questions on your numbers and become faster, and that means less time doing your homework when you could be out playing outside or doing something else that you like, or you could continue doing math, because I'm sure my students always say that once they get this, they actually begin to like math. Believe it or not, but just give it a shot.